What's going on? It's a Block Bull right about now, bringing you the latest episode to the channel. Now, today we're going to take a look at the charts as always. However, we are on crypto bubbles at the moment. We are up. However, at this moment in time, at the time of recording, we are experiencing a slight drawback. Okay, however, but you can see the sort of theme today is a sort of gaming entertainment coin. So you got Gala, you got Mana, you got Sand, and you've also got AXS as well. So a few gaming coins, entertainment coins there. So that is sort of the trend today. And I do believe that will be the trend throughout this week. Okay, so we're going to cover XRP, XLM, and Gala. Okay, if you guys need a plan, 10% discount applied if you do buy both of the products there. Add them both to checkout. Automatic bundle 10 will be applied. Make sure to include your email as well. Okay, so that'll be emailed directly to you guys. Now, if we go over to Gala, we'll start with Gala just because it's the first one up. I'm just going to highlight this sort of risk to reward element for you guys, and then you guys can make an informed decision based on what you see in the charts. Now, I'm just going to simplify this chart here and add lines with markers. So the first sort of area of interest, in my opinion, would be this yellow line. So you can see how we actually interact, okay, where we set this high here, rejected, rejection, and then we get that big up thrust movement, okay, out of, flipping ultimately resistance into sort of support later on, okay. And again, this is where we had that big wick down from this sort of level around that sort of just above 3 cents. Again, come back down, and you can see exactly how price plays out. We broke out and again fell back through. So ultimately, this is what Gala is doing at the moment. We are breaking out of resistance, and we're already running into some sort of supply and demand zone here with this green order block. So this played out. These are weekly candles. This, to me, there's about 7 or 8 candles there. So say, for example, like 2 months worth of price. We're currently facing rejection, but I do believe Gala's going to melt through this like no tomorrow. What I want to highlight first and foremost is we are a Sunday, so we are just looking for a weekly close. If we see a weekly close above this yellow line, that is really, really, really bullish for Gala. And that's all I'm looking for Gala to do in terms of price action today. Once I see that close from Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I do expect to obliterate this sort of green order block here. And then we will be looking onto our 2 targets. So the 2 targets for me would clearly be the 24 high, which was set here around 8 cents, yeah? So if you're a conservative sort of trader or investor, I'd be looking at taking profits around 8 cents if you are risk averse. However, if you're a little bit more, out there, a little bit more ballsy, you could see a big rise. Now, I'm expecting to replicate this sort of fractal here. So this price increase happened within the space of a week, and I'm pretty sure we covered this in the other video that we did. So just going to the closes, we ran up approximately 500%, okay? So if we was to take that sort of measurement, okay, and then we're basically just going to drag it across and duplicate it. And what we're going to do is we're going to plant it on that yellow line there where we break out. So I do believe we could get as high as this sort of price action up here. I would say around 19 cents. However, what I like to do is drag it all the way out to see where this sort of price action here plays out in terms of the chart. So I'd be looking at playing it under there. So that is a sort of first resistance, or the first support, should I say, where we actually fell to. So yeah, we set this all-time high back here in November of 21, and we corrected to the downside. So this blue line was the first sort of area of support, and then we bounced, and that's where we flipped support, then later on into resistance. We never retested resistance, okay? We just fell from the level, and that's when we fell down into the bear market. So that is a massive area of interest for me. I would be looking at probably taking in that sort of fair value gap there, yeah, if you're being a little bit risky. So it's from that sort of wick. I'm going to show you guys now with an order block. So anywhere in this sort of green block here, I'd be looking at taking profits. Ultimately, we've got a really positive risk to reward. You can see the green, you can see the red where we could actually capitulate to. Now, I don't feel like we'll get a correction until we take out this higher box around sort of anywhere between. It's quite, even though it looks like a really slim order block, you're actually trading from around 14 cents all the way up to about 18 cents. So there's quite a big jump between 14 and 18 cents, yeah. in terms of the price action. So again, it just comes down to how risky and how ballsy you want to be in the markets. Maybe just stagger your sell orders. Maybe have a conservative price, take profits at 8 cents, maybe 20% of your bag. Again, you can do this how you want, and then an extra 50% at 15, and then the remaining bag maybe at 18 cent. Okay, and then I would expect a massive correction to the downside with this black swan event. Now, this is going to happen with all cryptos. Yeah, Bitcoin is not excluded. XRP is not excluded. I expect a big 90% crash. Okay, around just under 2 cent, in my opinion, for Gala going into December. So from December through to mid-December, I do believe we will see a black swan event, and that'll be a massive crash. Okay, so be very careful. Make sure you're taking profits. Okay, so that is Gala, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to flick over to XRP. XRP, again, is a hybrid cycle, in my opinion. So this is a weekly. We are playing out this fractal here. So the only time we actually got running directly after the US elections within 2 or 3 weeks was this previous cycle here. So we pump, then we dump. Yeah, that's exactly what we're looking at doing now. And you can already see the risk to reward from current price action. Highest I believe we can get is around $1.96 in my opinion. And then we will look to retest that sort of apex around that sort of 50 cent area. And that is exactly where XRP was trading here at the time of the Bitcoin halving, which statistically has 100% success rate with that unfolding. Yeah, so that's statistical information. This isn't me like scaremongering XRP community saying, "Oh, we're going down to 50 cents, sell your bags." I'm telling you, historically, that is what XRP has done. You can do what you want, guys, but ultimately, risk to reward is off for XRP in my view. Gala's got obviously positive risk to reward, which is why I'm in it. But again, guys, you do what you want. XLM now. XLM has been looking really good. Slightly jealous of XLM holders because you've absolutely smashed it. But again, I'd be probably looking at taking profits around here. Last time was up at these highs. Capitulation. Yes, it's over a prolonged period. We are on the weekly. But again, a black swan event. It only has to be a wick, to, fulfill any buy orders that you do put down here. So that was 90%. From this high, correction to the downside, 90%. Yeah, we're up here now. Yeah, we can go a little bit higher. We could invalidate this head and shoulder pattern. Yeah, left shoulder, head, right shoulder. We could invalidate that pattern, and even if we do, we could invalidate it. Not invalidate it, but we could correct to the downside and test this apex here, which I expect. I expect XRP to do the same around that sort of 50 cent area. Okay, so they're all going to do something similar. We're going to crash around sort of 80% with XRP, and then probably like 90% with XLM, and probably minimum 90% with Gala as well. It's going to be an absolute bloodbath. So this is why I'm warning people. People think I'm actually killing the dreams, because I know people are trying to escape the matrix by going into crypto, and it's like if I say something negative or say, we're gonna capitulate, people feel like I'm killing their dreams because they're not going to escape the matrix. It's not my fault. The charts are going to capitulate. I'm just telling you what I'm seeing. And with me being honest with you and transparent, at least you've got the opportunity to make an informed decision and get out of the markets. If you get out of the markets, you're selling up here, you're selling high and buying low, which is the exact principle that you need to be applying when you're trading and investing. Sell high, buy low. It's that simple. Now, if you can sit out of the markets from like the 1st of December till mid-December, you are going to maximize your bag massively. Because say your portfolio's worth, I don't know, 10 grand now. Yeah, and then you're getting basically a 90% discount on all your coins. How many more coins are you going to have? You're literally going to 10x your portfolio. And then when we do get into the super cycle, come January, you'll be laughing your tits off. Do you know what I mean? So if you play your cards right, you're going to secure generational wealth. And if you do need exit strategies for the XDC or XRP plan, I've got it for you. I've learned all the mistakes, so why not avoid and mitigate any of those pitfalls by grabbing yourself a plan? Very, very simple, easy to read. I use a lot of methodical approaches like statistical data, use the Fibonacci's, use the time analysis. It's all included in there. And obviously, if you're new to crypto, it's got the A to Z guide. So we'll talk about the tokenomics. A little bit boring in the beginning, but eventually we get to the juicy bit at the bottom where we do talk about the charts, the price action, price projections, where to exit, where to take profits. And that's what it's all about, guys, cashing out at the top of the market. So that's what that does for you guys. But yeah, hope you enjoyed the video, guys. I've been a Block Bull. Until next time, Block Bull over and out.